next crystal I want to discuss is Prehnite, and I have a few pieces that I want to show you here. So the first, now these are both from India. The first piece of Prehnite actually has some stalactites, so you can see these are tiny little finger-like growths. And this is a very, very pale green Prehnite. Many of you may be more familiar with a tumbled version, and if you've watched any of the past Q&As or YouTube videos, you'll find that I talk a little bit about a natural crystal versus a polished crystal and how I feel the energy varies. Not all crystal healers would agree with me. That's just sort of my opinion, and all I really have to go on is my own experience with that. But this is one form of the Prehnite. Now I also have a Prehnite that was actually covered with tiny apophyllite crystals. And if you're not familiar with the apophyllite, we did cover it in the beginning of the Q&A. So it's really also a great amplifier of energy, similar to quartz or diamond, and it forms these natural pyramids. So not only does it have that energy of sort of the transparent crystals that are these great amplifiers, but also of the pyramid shape, which we know is an excellent amplifier of energy. So to get the apophyllite combined with the Prehnite is really amazing because you get this energy like times 10. It just blows you away. So look for a piece of that, and it's not hard to find that combination. Again, this combination of the Prehnite with the apophyllite helps connect you to the fairy realm. Things like fairies, gnomes, sprites, ents, elves. But the Prehnite in general, just the plain old Prehnite, is great for earth healing. So when we do our earth healing meditation, if you have a piece of Prehnite that you'd like to bring in, that might be a good choice for you. Just sort of a side note about Prehnite, it's also known to be a great thing to clear clutter out of your life. So if you're tend to be a pack rat and you like to hang on to things a lot longer than you need to, physical things, the Prehnite will actually help you clear that. I think similarly, if you're hanging on to old emotions or old patterns, the Prehnite can help clear that from your field. And I think that's why it works so well for earth healing, is because you're getting all of these, mass consciousness beliefs that surround the earth and the state of health of the earth, and you're sort of helping to clear that out. So I think that's why it works very, very well for earth healing. The other way that Prehnite really helps connect you to nature is it brings about this amazing feeling of peace and calming, like that feeling that some of us get when we're just sitting out in the woods and enjoying, the light filtering through the leaves of the trees, and that feeling that just fills you up inside and makes you so happy to just be in that moment. I think you can sort of get that same experience from working with a piece of Prehnite. And again, holding it in meditation or even placing it on your bedside table before you go to sleep can allow you to sometimes access some of that information in your dream state.